On the wall was an inscription painted in motor oil. "They pay us for silence." I started noticing the details. Students who coughed, wheezed, lost consciousness in class. The nurse was handing out inhalers like candy. The director smiled at the meetings, saying that it was allergic to autumn. But his office smelled of the same sweet chemical smoke. One night, I returned to school with a crowbar, knocked out the lock on the hatch. Inside was not a shaft, but a room. It was small, with concrete walls, and a floor strewn with broken glass. There are graffiti on the walls. "Save us. They're killing. Don't breathe." There was a rusty chair in the middle of the room, and on it was a child's backpack. "Emily." And then I heard footsteps. Not in the ventilation, but behind the door. Heavy, slow. Someone was scratching the metal with their nails. I turned off the flashlight, but lights flashed in the darkness. Dozens of red dots, like the eyes of cameras. They were coming towards me, crawling along the walls, the ceiling. These were motion sensors. "You shouldn't have come here," came a voice from the speaker. The director's voice that I froze in the dark as the red dots of the sensors crept towards me. The speaker hissed again. "We could be friends, Mr. Cole." The director's voice sounded like the creak of unoiled gears. "You've seen the documents. You know what we do here at night, but you don't know why." At that moment, there was a sound of footsteps in the corridor outside the door. Not footsteps, but as if someone was dragging a heavy bag. I pressed myself against the wall, feeling the glass shards dig into the soles of my feet. The door creaked, and light filtered through the crack. The shadow on the wall, broad and hunched, moved. Someone was muttering, "He's here, he's here, he's here." I recognized the voice. It was Sam, the janitor who had worked here the longest. The one who always smiled, swinging a mop like a sword. "Sam," I whispered. The shadow froze. Then there was laughter, wet and bubbling. "They gave me the keys," Sam said, "to open the hatches for people like you." I rushed to the exit, but the door slammed shut. The smell of chemicals became unbearable. My throat burned as if I had swallowed acid. A lamp flashed on the wall, illuminating